Maddie just loves people well, and it's a blessing to be around her. Her personality is infectious. She takes over the room in the best way possible. You can't miss her. And I'm so thankful that you decided to pick up a stick. I think Mama is the reason it happens, and I'm so glad. So bless you, Michelle. I'm so glad. So it's been a blast to have her in the program. She's emerged as a great leader for this team. And you know, as coaches, when we talk about who are going to be our captains next year, we look for different things. And we try to have a balanced approach to our captains, as silly as that may sound. And Maddie's the fun one. Maddie's the fun one who loves the Lord too. And yeah, Christina, you're a big bore. No, but Maddie has a spirit and a way of not letting the game get in her head to the point that we can't keep playing. She brings a lightheartedness that we need, and that doesn't mean this kid doesn't want to win. Don't get me wrong. She gets frustrated out there, I know. But she has a way of recentering us and keeping things a little lighter when we need it. And as a coach, I can tell you that's a huge blessing too. So just know that we love you, and I can't wait to see what you do down at Sanford. It's going to be a great place for you. But nursing, accounting, hey, whatever works. We're excited for you, kiddo. We're going to miss you dearly. Love you. You say weird things to me all the time, so I say weird things back. Miss Christina, daughter of Jennifer Mason, heading to Mizzou to study biology, right? She's been playing for 5 years. She started in middle school as well, which is fun. She's one of those kids that's just progressed all the way through the program for us. It's been a blast watching her. Hebrews 12, verses 1 and 2. Great passage that we love. Therefore, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off every weight and sin that so easily entangles us. And let us run with perseverance the race in front of us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith. Great passage. She says she's going to miss most about this team. Okay. Is this right? Yeah, okay. Back scratch trains, funny pranks, and the competitive spirits. That's good. Well said. So, yeah. Christina, you know, I love that you picked that passage. We'll come back to that. Anyways, Christina is like the penultimate example of how you progress through a program. Here's a kid who came out in grade, picked up a stick, worked hard, did her job, came out, was on our freshman team, worked hard, worked her way into JV, was a contributor there, and then came into the varsity level. And I can tell you, there's nobody more competitive than this child. And I love that. I love that. Sometimes it brings out the worst in me, because if I see it in her, I want it more. And then, yeah, but she fights. She fights tooth and nail. And there have been multiple games this year where if Christina gets the ball, I know it's going in between the pipes. I don't debate it. I just know she's mad. And I love to look at Gordon and I'll say, she's mad. Here we go. And sure enough, Christina goes down and puts it in. And it's a righteous anger. It really is. I mean, this kid doesn't get rattled easily. She's got a very, very strong presence out there on the field. But we know when you're frustrated and you choose to channel that in the best ways possible. You let your stick speak for itself. You don't resort to the stuff that a lot of us who are very competitive might otherwise do. So I'm proud of you for that. But Christine's another one that just embodies what I really am thankful I think our program represents, which is a kid who wants to compete hard, who wants to win, who wants to do it in a manner that honors the Lord. And again, as a captain, that's something we gotta have. Christina's a natural leader. People look to her. She is fun too. Give her that. She's a lot of fun. But when we're on the field, it's all about business with Christina, at least in games. And I love that about her. But as I look at her passage and what she picked, Hebrews 12, you know, it talks about being surrounded by the cloud of witnesses. You know, that's on the heels, right, of Hebrews 11, right? The Hall of Faith and all the great guys and gals that have gone before. Christina's one of those guys and gals, okay, just a gal, that's gone before. Sorry, I'm doing this on the cuff, people, humor me. She's one of those gals that's gone before. And I hope that these girls that are younger continue to follow her example. Because if that's the bar, we're going to be just fine. We're going to miss you. Love that. MK, get on up here. I took French, people. And I have an office over here. What do you expect from me? All right. All right, Mary Kate Kopsky, MK, as we know and love her. Oh, and Nancy, her mom and dad. Believe it or not, this is only MK's third year playing lacrosse. She's heading to Baylor where she's going to study business. And her passage was from Matthew 5, verse 16. In the same way, let your light shine before men, so they may see your good works and the glory of your Father in heaven. But she said she's going to miss most as she leaves the team. The people on the team and the coaches have made this experience most impactful. Every day they've made me a better player and a better person. I'll miss the silly laughter that comes from each of these girls. I've been blessed with such a great team, and these friends of mine have become a part of my life that I will always remember. So that's really sweet. That's well said. Boy, where to start with a kid like this? 3 years ago, I got an email. I still remember where I was laying in bed. It was late, exciting life I lead. I'm checking my email over the summer at like 11 o'clock at night, and there was this message from this kid named Mary Kate Kopsky. Said she'd like to consider trying out for lacrosse and was curious what she needed to do that summer to get ready to go. I meet this wonderful young lady. Proceeds to explain how she's purchased lacrosse for dummies to learn how to play. Which, little did she know how brilliant and prophetic that would be, because she would probably need that with me coaching her. But she, God bless her, came out, and right out of the gate, this kid was a holy terror on that field. MK has a drive that I think you all saw in the game today that is sweet to watch. And we got a lot of that on this team. But I can say over the years, there's a few girls that get the belly tap from me sometimes. I don't know, not their belly, my belly. But I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Players know. What do I do? It's class. Oh, yeah, it's one of these. This kid, she's this kid. She's the kid that I know, like, I need it, and I look at her, and I give her that sign, ball's going in. She's Libby Coombs from 4 years ago. We go coast to coast to 80 yards, similar to what we described with Christina. If you need a goal, you know this kid's going to do it. And today she came through for us in a lot of different ways. But this heart that just never stops. She's quiet, but don't take that as passive. She's engaged in what's going on, and she's always observing what's around. She's a classic middle child. I'm one of them too, so I like to think I can follow her lead on this one. She's always watching. She's always watching her teammates on the field. She's always watching her teammates off the field in practice. I watched her on the bus and the way she was engaging the teammates. She's very intentional and thoughtful about how can I love this person well right now. And I think she loves her teammates really well on the field, not only by setting them up for success, but frankly by scoring lots of goals for us, which has been awesome to watch this year. At one point I remember her coming to me a little frustrated because she wasn't putting as many in as she wanted. She couldn't quite figure out what was going on. It was all up here, and I just said, the difference is this year you're the leading scorer. So everybody's keen on you. You're number 7 for the Duke. They're going to key on you. And that's what's happened. But what does she do? Downshift. Okay. She goes out, puts more in. I love that. I love that about her. But what I love about MK is a distinction she earned today. We had the all-school assembly, and we created a 10 Pillars Award for the senior athletes that best embody those principles. And as soon as I met this child, I knew she had that in her. I just didn't know to what extent. And as a coach, I can't tell you what it means to have a kid that you can lean on. That's going to always make the right choice on the field, off the field. It's going to give her all, and always look out for her people. Because as a coach, we try to keep our eyes open, but we don't see everything. And as much as I love being on this campus and having the privilege of getting to see more, there's still something to having these girls, their years before, that know what's happening. And I can think of games where she'll come up and say, this one was crying after the game. Do you know, is she okay? And generally, we've been on that radar together. She's not thinking about the 5 goals she put in that day. She's thinking about that teammate that's hurting. And that's special. That's different. She's a servant leader. We love her. She's going to leave a pretty big hole that we need to fill. But I think she set the example for those to follow. And we got another one on the team. So I'm hoping she'll follow her lead. So, anyways, we're going to miss you, sweet MK. Love ya. guess just overall, as I talk about these lovely kooks, I told them before the game, this isn't goodbye. This is a celebration. And I just cried, so I really didn't do that well. But this has been an extra special year because this group of 7 seniors have been a part of this program in such instrumental ways. And I don't mean that with any disrespect to former players, but you 7 girls are a special bunch. And the void is going to be large. Thank God he had the foresight to get 18 juniors in this program for the sake of next year. Because it's going to take 18 of them to replace the 7 of you. In personality, in strength, in competitiveness, in willpower, all the above. And I just want you to know how grateful it has been such a joy to watch you Nuts do what you do. Laughs, tears, whatever. I never know what's coming with you 7. That is for sure. So thank you for keeping me on my toes. Thank you for making this such a fun gig. And thank you for loving your teammates so well. It's been a pleasure. So let's go ahead and have the seniors come up. We'll get a picture with all you guys. The girls have letters for you. I'm going to let them give you their letters after we take this picture with the 7 seniors. Your presents are coming at the banquet. The girls talked about that. They want to save them for the banquet. Yeah, of course you do, Joe. So.